I realize I have not done a theme song since my first video, so thought I would bring that back today. But first off, I know I kept you guys waiting for quite a while with the remaining $2 items that I purchased from Five Below, along with the rest of the 12 daily reminders. And all I really have to say about that is I'm sorry. So anyways, today I would like to talk about my love language, which is John Sarno's 12 daily reminders, because he was just the GOAT, like truly the GOAT. Awesome, wonderful, kind man. So let's get started. We're gonna resume reading John Sarno's 12 daily reminders and kind of covering some evidence that you may be experiencing TMS, or I know Dr. Schubner, who is also the GOAT, like I keep saying, idol. I know he likes to call it neural circuit pain. We might also say like mind-body syndrome, MBS. The other GOAT, there's a couple, but I reference them a lot in these videos because I adore them. Dan Buglio as well. He calls it PDP, but let's go through the list and keep looking for evidence that you are experiencing this. Neuroplastic pain is another option. All right, let's get started. Okay, so number 7 of the 12 daily reminders is, therefore, physical activity is not dangerous. So just as a reminder, number 6 was, since my insert body part here is basically normal, there is nothing to fear, which is why number 7, therefore, physical activity is not dangerous, is what John Sarno is referring to from number 6. So Alan Gordon, who another greatest of all time, that's why I think pain reprocessing therapy and the techniques that he and Dr. Schubner, etc., talk about are pretty important, because they're working really hard to show people that your pain, while it is very, very real, right? All pain is real and it's coming from the brain. Your pain is not being caused by something that's structurally wrong in your body. And so what a lot of people start to do is they'll avoid physical activities or avoid like certain activities because they either experience the pain during it or it ramps up during that activity. And kind of the work that people in the, neuroplastic pain field are trying to get people to do is having them understand what's actually going on, which is just, as humans. I love that Dr. Schubner has kind of said, like, let's normalize this and normalize the fact that this is like a very common human experience, having neuroplastic pain or symptoms. But as humans, we then may start to associate certain activities with fear or frustration and fear of the pain, and we start avoiding those activities. And so that is why number 8 on this list is, therefore, I must resume all normal physical activity. And I must resume. That's what I was trying to read my handwriting here. I'm like, what did I write? Okay. And I must resume all normal physical activity. The way to overcome neuroplastic pain or neural circuit pain, which is the majority of chronic pain, is to resume all physical activities or even positions that you've been avoiding. So maybe this is time now to bring out my other object that I got for $1 from Five Below. Once again, not an endorsement, but I do just love finding like the most random stuff. And for $1, like, anyways, so I got this mystery dino dig. I don't know if you could tell what this is, but basically I think it's meant to be a giant dinosaur tooth. And it says on the back, did you know the T-Rex's teeth and strong jaws made them capable of taking down large prey? Their main food source consisted of large herbivorous dinosaurs as well as small animals. And so with this little like stick thing, I guess you get to dig inside of the tooth to figure out what is inside of there, because it says uncover a mystery treasure. So I'm gonna do that and I'll keep you guys posted on the process and what the treasure is. But as an example, I know that like symptoms in the hands could be very common, especially when it's bilateral, like both sides. That's a really good indicator of neuroplastic stuff going on, and people experience this sometimes with like typing or being on their phone, and they think something's wrong with their hands or the body when it's actually neuroplastic pain. And so perhaps a fun way of using some reprocessing therapy, getting them to see that it's safe, could be like, hey, let's do this together and uncover the mystery treasure, because this would definitely require a lot of effort using your hands. And I know, like, me personally, this might work a little better because the little kid inside of me would be so excited to like uncover the treasure. So maybe this example, I would be like a much better candidate, but hopefully then that could provide a corrective experience. And again, I never share these examples to minimize the sensations or what you're feeling, because neuroplastic pain, it feels really intense. And so just to say, like, I definitely get that too, and the fear surrounding it and the doubt, and it's all, like I said, it's all very normal, very human, but you will get out of it. You're gonna get out of it. So more on this shortly on what I uncover. Okay, so let's move on. So yes, therefore I must resume all normal physical activity. So yeah, we might start someone off doing something fun like this and then say like, all right, let's try typing together, as you're like walking them through this activity that they've likely been avoiding for quite some time. Okay, so number 9 on Goat's list is, I will not be concerned or intimidated by the pain, which I know when we're experiencing neural circuit pain, neuroplastic pain, etc., that is much easier said than done, which is why I think number 10 is also very important. So 9 is, I will not be concerned or intimidated by the pain. And number 10 is, I will shift my attention from the pain to the emotional issues, which is just a good way of kind of illustrating what, the people who are continuing his work do an amazing job at, educating people about what's actually going on with them and helping them kind of see that this experience, which again, very human experience. A lot of people have periods in their life where they go through this stuff. And in the instances where it's just been going on for a long time, it's just because they never really got the proper safety from someone explaining what's actually going on, which is that a lot of times as humans, if we're either stressed about something or just in general have had a lot of stressful circumstances, etc., the subconscious kind of creates this little loop And it makes it very easy for humans then to get hyper focused on either like a body part or many body parts or many symptoms, and kind of just, I think, helping humans start to see it for what it is and what's going on. That can help a little bit, just to, I think too, just educating them about like how much this stuff loves to feed on that doubt loop and fear, and to make us go consult more professionals or more doctors, when a lot of times doctors are gonna always be looking for a physical cause, or at least doctors who aren't, you know, heroes and focusing on this work, which is, I love yeah, I love the doctors who are, you know, dedicated their lives to like helping people understand this stuff. But yeah, it's just, again too, I think it's really helpful to hear medical doctors say, like, we never learned about a lot of this stuff in medical school in total, and all there is in medical school. I think there was often only like 7 hours spent on pain or pain management. I might have to double check that statistic. I will. I know Alan Gordon talks about that in his book, and Dr. Schubner has also talked about his experiences in medical school and where there just wasn't much focus on this. So yeah, that is number 9 and number 10 on the list. So just kind of recognizing, even on days if the stuff seems more intense, like, what's been going on with me today? Or like, what are some things that might be stressing me out, or emotions I may be feeling, and kind of becoming a bit more aware of it and conscious about what's going on. Sometimes even just that awareness can help start to shut off those signals. So, all right, let's move to number 11 and 12. Okay, so number 11 is, I intend to be in control, not my subconscious mind. I love this one because it's like saying, like, I'm the captain now, I'm in charge. Yeah, I think it's what we've been talking about, finally starting to see this stuff for what it is. Kind of like lifting that veil to be like, now, like, I see it so clearly. I see what's been going on, right? Recognizing that we no longer have to really like be fearful or frustrated by this stuff, because all that was going on all along was that our little, you know, subconscious caused us to get in this loop where we're really hyper fixated on a symptom or a body part, etc. And it's even easier when we've been in the medical world for quite a bit, because they keep giving us more labels and more tests, and they're always looking for physical causes, etc. And so it's really easy to become even more hyper focused. But starting to recognize it, see it for what it is. And again, yeah, I am in control, not my subconscious mind. So that is number 11. Number 12 is, I must think psychological at all times, not physical. So what he means by that is, when you're experiencing a symptom, or you see maybe your brain kind of like on certain days reverting back to that little loop where it's really hyper focused on the pain that day, or the body part, or the old story, or the doubt, kind of ask yourself, like, what's been going on today that might be stressing me out, or what might have happened that was stressing me out, and just having that thought process to say to yourself, like, like, that's all that's been going on. I've just been stressed, or I've been really sad, or, you know, whatever emotion you may be feeling. Showing yourself that those emotions are okay and they're safe to feel, whether it's sadness or anger or frustration, etc. And saying to yourself, like, that's the only reason that, you know, this is sticking around for a bit. And it takes time and practice. It definitely took me practice, but you'll start to shift things once you kind of, you know, reveal it for what it is. Okay, and I can almost guarantee probably Alan Gordon or one of the leaders in this field have used this metaphor before. I'm sure they have. I've probably even listened to them doing it. But what I kept thinking about while talking about like revealing it for what it is was the Wizard of Oz, where, you know, the great and powerful wizard that Dorothy thinks is Oz, she recognizes, you know, it's the man behind the curtain. So it's kind of the same with this stuff, like recognizing that it doesn't necessarily have to have this hold over us. That could be really powerful. And speaking of reveals, because I didn't really know how else to incorporate my final Five Below items, so I'm gonna wing this one here. But the final item that I purchased, here's the big reveal, and I'll test it out to let you guys know how effective it is. But this final $1 item was crispy bacon chalk. Like how great is that? I don't know, like I can't think of a better purchase than this for $1. Like this was worth every penny. Anyways, those are the 12 daily reminders. Keep all of these in mind as you're overcoming your chronic symptoms or pain and starting to see them for what they actually are, the man behind the curtain. All right, I'll leave this off here. I have a lot of random footage from the past like week or so of just random adventures and stuff, so maybe I'll add in some of that. Why not? Just to say that, you know, there's a lot of other stuff we could be doing kind of like with the day other than what our subconscious might love us to be doing, which is focusing on the sensations or the physical stuff. And I know that it's not our fault. It's not easy, to put it very lightly. The suffering is so intense from this stuff. But even just taking those initial steps to slowly be like, okay, how can I start to do like a little more with my day? And incorporating that into it, like that is huge. And like I always say, you guys should be extremely proud of yourselves. I'm really proud of you. I know it takes a lot to start to overcome everything. But you're going to. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna start to feel 100% mentally and physically better. I am confident of that. All right, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I am headed off to go on my walk by the beach right now, so that should be fun. Maybe I'll do a pool hop. All right, guys, have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, and these are actually not from Five Below. I have to ask my mom where she got them because she got them for me for Christmas. I absolutely love dachshunds, wiener dogs, because they're the best creature that's ever been created. And so basically these little wind up wiener dogs, so you have the mustard one and the ketchup one. Sometimes I'll just bring them with me in my bag because I think they're very amusing and fun. And if I wasn't just by myself filming right now, I would try to wind them up for you and show how you can race them. But it's a little tricky to wind them up and then have them going at the same time and film. So once I figure out that technical difficulty, maybe I can actually provide you with that form of amusement. But for now, if you're feeling down, I would highly recommend looking up where you can get these two little babies, this masterpiece. That is all. Okay, so I'm about to begin my excavation on this giant tooth during my daily walk. So I'll let everyone know what I unearthed soon. Very exciting things are happening here, and I'll keep you posted. So far, this has been weirdly satisfying. Okay, I've revealed my prize, which is the cutest little dinosaur ever. Hey little buddy, we're gonna revive you. I'm sorry that your fellow creatures ate you, the fellow carnivores. And we're gonna take you back to safety. Happy I discovered you at this dig site. So anyways, this is a good example of what we're covering with the 12 daily reminders, which is that, you know, when you start to unearth this stuff for what it really is and what's really going on, you end up with the greatest gift in the world, which is knowledge that when you're experiencing very intense symptoms or pain, you finally know why and what's been going on, and you can start taking the steps towards wellness. These birds and seagulls appear to be in a true standoff right now for this bag of food. The other seagulls have flown away, but think of this as a metaphor. That guy right there, that's kind of getting the food because he's the biggest. That's this TMS stuff trying to make you doubt what's actually going on. But you're onto it. You're onto it. See, that's you. And you're like, finally, I am empowered. Yeah. And you know what's actually going on. And eventually, you're going to be the one to win and take those roles. See? Okay, batten down the hatches, everybody, because I have taken Tiago Mildred Sloan, short for TMS, to the park, where yesterday I wrote John Sarno's 12 daily reminders with my bacon chalk in an effort to try and educate the young whippersnappers and rascals about the 12 daily reminders. There's also a municipal building next to the park, and so perhaps they could benefit as well. But all right, Tiago Mildred Sloan, gonna go down the slide now, and then we're gonna educate ourselves today on the 12 daily reminders. Whee! All right, Tiago Mildred Sloan, time to get to work. Being studious right now, reading the 12 daily reminders. Wonderful job, TMS. Great job, little buddy. Okay, guys, we're off to a good start so far. All right, I've made a good dent in the first piece of chalk. We're gonna move on to the second here. Okay, everyone, that was a workout. But in case you're wondering how many daily reminders you can write with 2 pieces of bacon chalk, you can write 7 of the daily reminders. Good to keep in mind. And we've made it about here. The word dangerous got a bit faint there, but good to know. Good to keep in mind. And now we have this crucial piece of education right here. I guess I'll just have to get some more bacon chalk. Okay, I arrived at my friend's apartment complex, but I had to show you guys this. Look at this awesome car and what's attached to it. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I had to stop for a minute and pull over just to showcase this. So basically, I feel this was me when I felt like my head was gonna fall off that time. and glad to be out of that. Although, to be honest, like, it does still look like it's having a pretty good time, which I guess that's what I was talking about. You can still have enjoyable moments with this stuff, but like 50% of you is focused on all the sensations going on, or maybe like 99% of you. Really depends. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna go actually park now. To be honest, I just can't get over this. Like, this is great. But I really should go meet up with my friends. All right, see you later, buddy. See you later. Oh, it's like a spirit, like a kindred spirit. All right, let's head over.